everyone, and welcome back to another video. I was on my way back to the station with food for the guys when I was stopped by this northbound. The train before us is the northbound AGR Bulgy Turn, returning to Columbus with a pretty sizable train this evening. The majority of this train is made up of loaded scrap guns, which KG Job 3 will take to the steel mill in the morning. There is something just a little bit special about this train. One thing that's made this hobby more enjoyable for me is keeping some records, such as every locomotive I've seen and every train I've filmed. In the 4 years I've filmed trains on YouTube, this brings the grand total to 1,000 trains posted on my YouTube channel. To celebrate this 1,000 train milestone, we're going to take a trip back in time to the very first train that I posted on this channel. Our time travel takes us back to summer of 2022, where we find this KCS local headed south into Artesia. Leading this train is KCS 2902, a GP40-2 LW. At the time, this locomotive was still wearing its gray KCS paint before being repainted a year later into the red, yellow, and black KCS colors. Taking our time machine back to 2026, another errand was interrupted by the sound of a train horn that I had to go chase. That train would be the GTR local coming into town to interchange, and that horn would be from the GTR G1, an MP15 switcher. GTR had a pretty long train this morning, a total of 29 cars, pretty much double of the normal consist. At the time of this video, we were still experiencing a multi-day trend of sub-freezing temperatures, as seen here by this frozen water fountain. The next train we find is KG Job 3, who is slowly pulling ahead so the conductor can climb aboard. Dead in tow is KG 3590, a GP 38-2 catching a ride to Columbus.
Look it all down, right?
Leading today's job is GNWR 4055, a Genesee and Wyoming anniversary unit. possible, I like to set up my old phone to film the entire train as it passes by. You can see those videos on my channel under the full-length trains playlist. Although, I wouldn't quite be able to see the entire train this time. Job 3 had stopped to work the siding at Ben Oak just ahead. I barely had enough time to set up for this train. Leading is Wamex 4115 and SD40-2 Snoot Nose. The original buyers of this locomotive were Union Pacific, Southern Pacific, and Santa Fe, which used the extra long nose to house extra radio equipment. This train is ABSR 112, daily manifest for the CPKC out of Tuscaloosa, Alabama. This train takes Alabama Southern trackage from Tuscaloosa to the Mississippi-Alabama state line. The rest of their westbound journey will be on the CPKC Tuscaloosa sub from Columbus, Mississippi to CPKC Artesia Yard in Artesia, Mississippi. We'll end this video with a montage of a few of the 1,000 trains I have filmed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.